There's something special about a handmade Christmas when you slow down long enough to craft a gift with your own hands. It carries a kind of warmth and care that store-bought items just can't match. As homesteaders, we already live close to our work. We grow it, we preserve it, we mend it, we gather it. So turning that daily rhythm into holiday gifting feels natural and almost effortless. So, for many years, but especially the past several years, we've tried to focus a lot more on finding gifts and creating gifts with our homestead in mind. So, when we actually plant our garden in the spring, when we harvest our crop in the fall, we're actually looking ahead towards the holiday season and thinking, how can we use the things that we're doing now to make the holidays easier for us? And one of the ways that we do that is by creating handmade gifts. Again, with our planning, we try and plan with a purpose so that when the holidays come, we can gift things that we know people will enjoy, but it also means a lot more because it's coming right from our homestead. So in that sense, our homestead pantry has become one of the ways that we gift during the holiday season. There are so many yummy things that we love to can, we love to preserve, we love to create, that we love to think about, that we do throughout the year that we might use here on our homestead, but other people maybe don't think about using. So it's a great way that we can gift to others. So let me show you a couple of ideas, and then I'm going to walk you through some of the things that we are doing this year to gift to some of our friends and family and neighbors and teachers and people at church, all of those things. So some examples. In our last video, I showed you that I dehydrated oranges, and I still have quite a few left. Dehydrated fruit is such a fun gift for people, whether they like to eat it or not. It's fun to give a jar of freeze-dried or dehydrated apples, pears, peaches. You could do oranges. You could even candy your citrus. Lots of people really enjoy candied citrus. Put it in a fun jar, in a fun container of some sort, and you give that to your friends and neighbors. If somebody is looking to get into sourdough, you can give them a sourdough start. My sister-in-law did this one year for her sister, and her sister's like, oh, how nice, you give me a project for Christmas. But a lot of people are getting into sourdough. So you could find some really nice glass sourdough jars for starters, and you could give those away with some of your sourdough start. My husband really loves mint tea. So he grows all his own mint, and then he harvests this multiple times during the season, and then he'll dehydrate it and place it in a jar, and this is his mint tea all year round. So you could give loose leaf tea leaves to someone. You could actually create your own little tea bags to give to somebody for the holidays. That would be quite a yummy treat. And then one you'll see later in the video is making your own extracts. This is vanilla extract. We made this from our own, we made it on our own this year, and it's super tasty, and that's a gift that we'll be giving as well. So there's so many things from our homestead pantry that we can gift to others, jams and jellies, even just a jar of canned peaches. Now, once you start getting into some of that, sometimes people are concerned with the process, and did you can it properly and those kinds of things. So I try and stick to things that I would normally put in my farm stand that make people comfortable, that aren't things that they would be afraid to try or to eat. Now, you don't have to stick to the homestead pantry. You could also do homemade projects like sewing something, and we're going to show you a little sewing project that we did. You could create something if you know how to weld or do woodworking or different crafts like that. You could create something like that. My brother-in-law made us an absolutely gorgeous cutting board one year that had different um, grades of the wood, and it's absolutely beautiful. I use it all the time. In fact, you've probably seen it in some of the videos that we've done or some of our blog posts. So there's so many things that you can do that are handmade that don't take tons of time, or things that you have already taken the time to create, that now all you have to do is give it a beautiful presentation. Like this vanilla was in separate jars before. I just found these jars on Amazon, added a cute label. I'm going to put a bow on them, and that is going to be their gift. You could add this into a care package. You could do vanilla with a hand towel or a spatula, or you could put other things. You could add mint tea, or you can have a small little apothecary, if you will. So there's so many things that you can do that are handmade. So let me show you some of the other ideas that we have and see if any of those spark your interest.
Homemade vanilla extract is one of the most loved and practical gifts that you can give. It is simple, timeless, and something that every baker can use. When you hand someone a small bottle of homemade vanilla, you're giving them months, sometimes even years, of flavor for baking, cooking, and making their own holiday treats. There's also something richly sentimental about homemade vanilla. Vanilla extract takes time. It needs to sit and deepen and develop so it can have the most rich flavors. So when you gift it, it's almost symbolic. Your time, your patience, your care, all bottled up and tied together with a ribbon. And because the ingredients are so minimal, it's an easy gift to make in batches. It's perfect for teachers, for neighbors, for family, for friends, anyone who enjoys baking. Now, if you want to make your own vanilla extract, head down to the description and we have a link to the video on how to do it. Hand sewn quilted stockings are one of those gifts that feel intensely heirloom worthy. They look like they've been part of the family for generations, even when they are brand new. And for a homesteader, they're a great way to use up fabric scraps, old quilt blocks, or even leftover materials from past projects. When you give a quilted stocking, you're not just giving something decorative and cute, you're giving a piece of your home. A stocking that will hang by their fireplace, be stuffed with treats, and pulled out year after year after year. Kids especially love receiving their own stocking made just for them. Something tailored to their colors, their style, their personality. Or it makes a great gift for an entire family, a matching set of quilted stockings. Stockings are a gift that says, I really thought of you when I made this. And that sentiment lasts far beyond just the one season. Every Christmas after, they'll hang that stocking and they'll think of the time and effort and love you put into that project. Now, this quilted stocking is a quilt as you go project. It's super simple, made with mostly scraps of fabric. We have a great video tutorial as well as a blog post to show you step by step how to make these stockings for your homestead or for those you love. Simmer pots are one of the easiest and most delightful gifts to put together for the holidays. Add orange peels, cranberries, cinnamon sticks, and cloves to a jar or a bag, and essentially you're gifting someone the smell of Christmas. It's simple, cozy, and invites the receiver to slow down and let their home fill with warmth. It's a small gift with a big sensory impact. Caramel, fudge, English toffee, popcorn treats. Homemade candies are classic, nostalgic gifts. They remind people of childhood kitchens, grandparents' houses, and holiday gatherings full of laughter and warm ovens. When you give someone homemade candy, you're sharing a moment of comfort. Each piece says, I made this just for you. And because sweets feel festive, they're perfect for neighbors, coworkers, family gatherings, or gifting along with a handmade card or ornament. Candy is also a fun project you can do with your kids. They can help you make the candy or wrap pieces in parchment, sprinkle the toppings, or package them into tins. It's a gift that's both simple and joyful, and it disappears quickly, which means it's always appreciated. It's not just one more thing to add to the house or the clutter. It's something they can consume and enjoy during the season. Now, we have lots of different handmade holiday candy recipes. We'll leave all of those links down in the description so that you can check out those videos as well as those printable recipe cards so you can get making holiday candies for your friends and family this season as well. Jams and jellies are the heart of the Homestead Pantry, and gifting them is like sharing a little taste of summer in the middle of winter. Adding a festive fabric cover can make each preserve jar feel special, like it came from an old-fashioned Christmas market, when really it just came from your pantry. People love to receive homemade preserves because they are useful, delicious, and different from a typical holiday gift. A spoonful of your strawberry jam or peach jelly could end up on their Christmas biscuits or tucked into a cozy January breakfast. These are simple, thoughtful, and truly from the heart of the homestead. You can get the full tutorial in the link down in the description.
Beauty of making handmade gifts during the holidays is you're taking out all of the complications. You're allowing your time and effort and work throughout the season to be showcased and to share your love of homesteading with others. It takes a lot of the complication and the hustle and bustle of the season away, and it shares something that is important to you and your family with love. Handmade gifts bring us back to the heart of the season. Connection, care, and creativity. Whether it's a jar of jam, a quilted stocking, or a bottle of homemade vanilla, each gift carries a story. It says, I took time to make this for you because you matter to me. For homesteaders, these gifts come naturally. They're part of who we are and how we live. We grow, we make, we craft, and we share. And that makes our gifts meaningful in a way that no store-bought item can replace. So this year, I hope you feel inspired to look around your home, your kitchen, your sewing room, your pantry, or your garden. You probably already have everything you need to create simple, heartfelt gifts that will be treasured long after the wrapping paper is gone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.